If you're on the fence about buying a mid-range 3D scanner for hobbyist or small professional use, the Revopoint MIRACO Plus is one of those tools that looks great on paper but can feel risky once you dig into the day-to-day reality. It's not the cheapest handheld scanner out there, and it's not the most expensive either, so the real question is whether it actually saves you time and frustration compared with cheaper options or whether it just adds another gadget to your shelf. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What sets the MIRACO Plus apart from the crowd is its dual scanning modes, structured light for fine detail and photogrammetry for larger objects or when color accuracy matters. That split matters because if you only ever scan small mechanical parts, you might be fine with a single-mode scanner, but once you start bringing in busts, shoes, or even full-size props, the photogrammetry side becomes genuinely useful. It's the kind of feature that sounds like marketing until you actually need it, and then it's the difference between rescanning for hours and getting a clean pass on the first try. The hardware is noticeably heavier than the ultra-portable scanners you see in phone-sized cases, but the trade-off is stability. When you're doing a multi-angle photogrammetry pass, the last thing you want is a shaky setup that ruins alignment. The built-in battery helps if you're scanning on location, but don't expect marathon sessions realistically. You'll get about 2 hours of mixed-mode scanning before you need to plug in. That's enough for a few small objects or one decent-sized bust, but if you're planning a full workshop day, budget for a power bank or a nearby outlet. Color accuracy is where the scanner punches above its weight. Most mid-tier scanners give you a monochrome mesh and call it a day, but the MIRACO Plus keeps the texture map intact without the usual color banding or washed-out areas. That's not just a nice-to-have if you're printing cosplay armor or architectural maquettes. It means you can skip the post-processing step of hand-painting textures or hunting for reference photos. The downside is that the color scan takes longer and needs good ambient light, so if you're scanning in a dim workshop, you'll either need extra lighting or accept that the textures will soften. Setup is straightforward but not foolproof. The software walks you through calibration, but the markers for photogrammetry are tiny and easy to lose in a busy scene. If you're scanning something like a human face, you'll spend more time arranging dots than actually scanning. On the flip side, the structured light mode is almost plug-and-play, point, click, and let the scanner do the work. That split personality is the scanner's real strength. It can be a set-and-forget tool for mechanical parts or a patient, marker-heavy process for organic shapes. Where this scanner stumbles is with reflective or transparent surfaces. Shiny metals and clear plastics throw off both the structured light and the photogrammetry markers, so you'll need to apply temporary matte spray or resort to reverse engineering those parts in CAD. If your workflow includes a lot of glassware or polished prototypes, this scanner isn't going to save you time. It'll add steps. That's a common blind spot in scanner reviews, but it's the kind of limitation that only shows up after you've already bought the tool. If you're a hobbyist who occasionally scans miniatures or prints replacement parts, a cheaper single-mode scanner will probably cover 80% of your needs. Save the MIRACO Plus for the moments when you need color fidelity or when you're scanning objects too large for a turntable. Small studios doing limited production runs, cosplay makers who need accurate textures, and educators who want reliable results without constant calibration will get the most mileage. Everyone else risks buying a tool that sits in the corner gathering dust. The value isn't in raw speed or the highest possible resolution, it's in the flexibility to switch modes without swapping hardware and in the color accuracy that cuts post-processing time. Just be honest with yourself about the reflective surfaces in your workflow and whether you're willing to prep objects before scanning. If those caveats fit your use case, the MIRACO Plus is a solid mid-tier choice. If not, a cheaper scanner or a higher-end professional unit will serve you better. Check the link in the description if you want to see the latest pricing and bundle options.